Well, it was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
But if Katy Perry started singing and I was trapped in the vacuum of space, you better believe I'd find a way to end it.
She essentially took a roller coaster ride.
Let's not minimize this. Let's celebrate female astronauts.
That's the other thing. There has been female astronauts.
Let's not minimize.
Lots of other people in the media were embarrassing themselves during this ordeal. Oprah Winfrey actually wept as she watched the all-female team launch into space.
What did they do?
I thought it was condescending. It was belittling to women.
The 11-minute space flight that was touted as some kind of divine feminine gift to humanity.
That was one small step for womankind, one giant leap backwards for mankind.
It's the most amazing feat ever for mankind. Womankind.
Hang on! Have you noticed how the glitterati suddenly treat the cosmos like their latest backstage lounge? Actually, insiders keep whispering that the moment the capsule doors reopen, the ladies kiss the desert floor as if they just sprinted back from Mars. They've been airborne for roughly 10 minutes, yet screenshots flooded X showing Katy Perry kneeling down. A scene commentators keep calling painfully cringe. Evidence is starting to point to the whole trip being less voyage, a more designer roller coaster.
Look at us, we're very wealthy. Don't we look great? Admire us.
I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space.
What were they up there, 10 minutes?
It's so cringy.
They're saying Oprah Winfrey even wiped away real tears while the live stream counted down, which, according to viewers who recorded the segment, sparked a wave of secondhand embarrassment. And yes, experts familiar with the broadcast insist. Oprah labeled those 11 minutes the most amazing feat ever. Oprah wasn't alone. Sources close to multiple news anchors confirm breathless talk of divine feminine gifts to humanity, as if this billionaire joyride were the next Apollo. 11 but critics weren't buying it.
Katy Perry jumped out of the aircraft and kissed the ground in a painfully cringe moment that has been roasted online.
One analyst implied that if Katy Perry hit a high note inside that pressurized cabin, he'd have preferred the vacuum of space. Let me just tell you, the pushback snowballed fast. Commentators complained it felt condescending, belittling even to women who'd spent decades doing actual engineering behind the scenes. Yet television panels kept clapping, assuring viewers the mission would inspire girls everywhere. Heard that line before, me too. According to a producer backstage, inspiration was repeated so often it turned into background noise. Meanwhile, memes erupted.
Prior to going up, you said that you needed to go to space to heal. I know you're only a few minutes removed from this.
I feel super connected to love.
Goodness.
I will never be the same.
Olivia Wilde, yes, that Olivia, reshared an image of Katy pecking dusty earth, adding sarcasm thicker than a zero-G milkshake. Amy Schumer popped up, joking she'd been added to the roster at the last second, basically torching Blue Origin's PR strategy. Martha Stewart then posted an ancient clip of herself floating in parabolic flight, pairing it with a cheeky Katy lyric. Folks lost it. Comment threads ballooned into open season comedy roasts, the kind you'd expect at a Friars Club. Podium, but the celebrities inside that titanium capsule?
You know, it's so funny. She said she's heard from women and girls who have said to her, I didn't realize this is something I could do. You know how I know that didn't happen, Megan? Because it's not something they could do. Because they're not friends with Jeff Bezos, right? Like, take up space! Their message for women was take up space. You guys are taking up too much space already.
I've had so many people reach out to me and say, because you did it, it makes me think I can do it too.
They doubled down. Gayle King, for instance, blasted detractors who called it a ride. She insisted during what viewers describe as a full-volume Instagram address that a journey better capture the gravitas. Please don't call it frivolous, she implied, her words echoing through a ring light glow. According to an expert who tracks influencer meltdowns, that video alone racked up millions of replays. Still, pundits kept firing questions. What did the team actually do during their 2 days of training?
And you know it's bad when other celebrities come out and mock you. Like that almost, celebrity on celebrity violence almost never happens. But we're witnessing it right now.
A space mission this morning. That's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally.
Olivia Wilde reposted an image of Katy Perry kissing the ground. She was acting like she got back from Apollo 13.
It's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs. What are they gonna do up there that has made it better for us down here?
Insiders leaked a schedule, buckle seat practice, capsule exit drills, and a crash course in selfie angles against curved windows. Real astronauts reportedly rolled their eyes so hard, Mission Control could have picked it up on radar. And then there was Lauren Sanchez. She shed tears on camera, stating, per friends who reviewed the clip, that 6 women duplicating Alan Shepard's trajectory felt historic. Yet historians note Alan Shepard orbited for science in 1961. This crew floated for Instagram in 2025, big difference.
Katy Perry held a flower. Supposedly she sang.
Katy sang "What a Wonderful World."
She did?
Is that nice?
Come on.
She sang "What a Wonderful World."
Had I been one of the chosen few revolutionary women, I probably would have just jumped out and let the void of space either suck me in and destroy me.
Last second, they added me to space. I'm bringing this. It was in my bag, and I was like on the subway, and I got the text, and they were like, do you want to go to space? So,
or just begun my descent to Earth at terminal velocity and probably caught fire on the way down. You know, either way, there are many options.
Viewers also spotted branded spacesuits, custom by Oscar de la Renta, because apparently orbit needs couture. Critics in late-night monologues joked those suits looked more ready for an Oscars red carpet than a microgravity experiment. According to one industry insider, sponsorship tags nearly outnumbered mission patches. Users on social platforms piled higher. One viral post quipped the only thing in orbit was their combined ego. Another asked whether astronaut now just means holding a verified badge and knowing Jeff Bezos. Commentators laughed, yet wondered if calling out that absurdity would get them labeled sexist. And surprise, the sexist card surfaced.
I boarded a Boeing 727 aircraft called G-Force One and experienced what astronauts feel when they reach zero gravity.
Martha Stewart, God bless Martha Stewart. He posted something online because she went up in a flight that achieved zero gravity. It's a complete troll. Everyone's trolling them now.
A few influencers implied any objection to the mission equaled misogyny, a move publicity watchdogs call the last resort shield. Meanwhile, economics writers reminded everyone that cartons of eggs still cost more than some wallets can handle. Perspective, right? Let's get into it. Real scientists grind for years, risk life and limb, and sometimes never leave the ground, all to extend human understanding. These celebrity passengers, they reclined, snapped peace signs, floated for 600 seconds, then landed to preach empowerment. People who follow NASA blogs weren't impressed.
Gayle King, upset, had a few things that she needed to explain to those of us who don't understand what a hero she is.
Even flight logs list the capsule as completely remotely controlled. No manual input from passengers. Still, press releases framed it as history. Folks who track public sentiment noticed a pattern. The louder the defense, the harsher the mockery. Pretty soon, all-female space crew felt more like hand-picked influencers squad. And honestly, who wouldn't want a seat if given for free?
There's nothing frivolous about what we did. Let's see how it went on board the Blue Origin spacecraft.
Flynn, I got
with
you.
her daisy.
I got you, Flynn. Please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, no one called that a
You're
ride.
eligible.
It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did. What it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that.
Yet the rhetoric about smashing glass ceilings rang hollow when the ticket price equals multiple mortgages. Game show style lottery. That would have sold artists' albums and inspired strangers. Instead, watchers likened it to billionaire Disneyland. But here's the kicker. Instead of shrugging off the backlash, the crew delivered moral lectures. Don't judge if you haven't been, they implied during press Q&As. That posture only amplified the meme machine. Screenshots of Katy Perry holding a daisy soared through comment threads, each paired with captions like, "Changing the world, one flower emoji at a time." Meanwhile, internet sleuths dissected the flight path. 11 minutes, up, down, done.
They've gone next level. The montage of them about them.
Ours for me, I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth.
There, it's dark. It's like death.
And I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space.
If I can do this, I was telling these guys, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears pierced because that hurts.
One physics professor said off record, that's basically a glorified elevator, just vertical. And still, news outlets ran headlines framing it as a seismic leap for womankind. Some readers bought it. Others rolled eyes so vigorously they practically spun off axis. At the heart of the debate sits a simple question. Does purchasing a cosmic selfie count as meaningful progress? He implied it doesn't. But maybe you disagree. Maybe the ripple effect of seeing headline-making women in weightlessness lights a spark in future engineers. If so, great. However, analysts with access to Blue Origin's booking data note that ticket, prices remain out of reach for 99.9% of the planet.
Lauren Sanchez was also reduced to tears by the experience.
6 women just did the same flight that...
Yeah. He didn't. Oh, I just want to keep hugging you.
The reason that Katy Perry is not technically an astronaut right now is because none of the people in this capsule could actually operate anything. It was all being remotely controlled. So it was cool. They took a very, very expensive, very, very cool roller coaster ride.
We duplicated the trajectory of Alan Shepard's flight back in the day.
In case you didn't know, Alan Shepard is famous because he was the first American to go to space in 1961. So we don't celebrate the people who do it as on a tourist trip 60 years later. We celebrate the people who were the first to do it. Gail doesn't want us to say that she took a ride, but that is in fact what she did. She took a ride on a remotely piloted craft. Anyone who denies my achievement is sexist.
Tribe matters. Without the invite, most of us stay ground locked. And speaking of tribe, fans of real astronauts have shouted, celebrate the pioneers, not the tourists. Their sentiment keeps trending. Emotion runs hot. Some laugh, some rage. Some feel secondhand embarrassment strong enough to leave the room. Focus drifts back to pressing earthly issues. Climate, inflation, groceries. Yet celebrities in orbit keep hogging headlines. So where does that leave us?
Feels like you hand-selected a couple of friends to go do this. I mean, it should have been a lottery system like Willy Wonka where just 7 random people
pull out some guy who's not supposed to be here.
Just a cashier at HEB, someone from MS-13.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Get him in. Someone from Tren de Agua and Lauren Sanchez and Gail King and
scrolling, judging, doom posting, maybe dreaming, and maybe questioning what counts as exploration in 2025. Let me tell you, the circus isn't leaving town anytime soon. Another luxury flight is already teased for next quarter. Rumor courtesy of a source close to the launch team. Bet on more influencer TikToks, more designer suits, and another round of cosmic side-eye. I have it on good authority. The next manifest includes at least 1 pop star and 1 streaming service exec. Will critics warm up if they add a scientist? Stay tuned, because the content machine never sleeps, even in microgravity. And if reading this rant fired you up, tap that hard, drop your hottest take in the comments, and share with a friend who keeps saying, I totally go to space. Let's go.